Mute yourself once we start. This will be a 50-minute PowerBeats focused on some glute work, booty work, and arms. So we'll get probably sweating, probably moving pretty quick. Do all we can do in 15 minutes. So let's get going. Let's start in child's pose, starting with the Ujjayi breath. So wide-legged child's pose, knees are wide. You could start your playlist now if you'd like the music. So in your wide-legged child's pose, arms reaching out long in front of you. And spreading the fingers wide and sitting the butt close to the heels. And starting the breath here, in through the nose, out through the nose. One more breath here. And then press up to tabletop position in all fours. So you can tuck your toes here. And you just start with a few cat-cows. Dropping the belly, dropping the chest, inhale. And then exhale, pressing back and up, rounding through the upper back. And doing a few like these, maybe side stretching to the side. Maybe doing a few circles, working the wrist. Whatever feels good here, kind of warming up that spine. You just woke up probably, unless you're an early bird. And you can flip the palms. So the palms are, the tops of the hands are facing down on the ground, fingertips facing towards you. And just stretching out the wrist here. So doing cat-cows with the hands flipped. A wrist exercise. And then you can flip the hands, coming back to normal tabletop position. Neutral spine here. Gonna inhale, lift the right leg behind you, keeping that leg straight. And you can either flex or point the toe. It's just more important to have energy going through the whole leg from the hip to the toes. So then going from here, doing a little bit of arm work, you're gonna exhale, slowly bend your elbows, hovering your chest, and then inhale, press back up. You're gonna do that 15 times. So exhale, slowly lower, inhale, back up. Keep going at your own pace, bending the elbows, hovering the chest, and then going back up. Thing here, as you keep doing this, keeping the legs super straight and active, and try to keep the hips stable. Try to stay straight over between your hands, instead of going to the left here, a tendency. 5 more times. You don't think this gets hard until the last few. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. And we're going to hover here. The chest is hovering for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And press back to your tabletop position. Reach the left arm out. Right leg is still lifted. Inhale. And then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press out. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale out. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale out, holding here. Maybe grabbing that right foot with the left hand, giving it a kick. And reach back out, one more breath, and set it down. We're gonna switch sides doing that. I think people call them oil riggers. I don't know why, maybe you're supposed to look like an oil rigger. So we're gonna switch sides. Inhale, the left leg is up. Straightening that leg. Both hands stay on the mat, making sure the fingers are spread wide. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower. Keep going here. Bending the elbows, hovering the chest. Going as fast or slow as you like here. Steady breath. 5 more for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hovering here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back up. Reach that foot out long, and then inhale, lift the right arm, doing a knee to nose. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale out, exhale, knee to nose. Really crunching in. Inhale out, exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale out. Reach back for that foot if you can, kicking into the hands. And then exhale, set it down. Maybe pressing back into stretching out the shoulders here, sitting on the heels, and then coming back to your tabletop. One more exercise here. So inhale, lift the right leg up, and you're gonna take it, the right toes are gonna go over to the left, and then inhale back up, and then exhale, go all the way to your side. So it goes out from your side of your mat to basically the other side, but you don't, when you go over to the left, you don't quite go as far as you can. So up and over, almost like you're trying to clear a block, 2 blocks maybe. So lifting up and then over. And focus on keeping the hands in the same place. You're not really moving the upper body here. You're just moving the lower body. The left glute should be working here. 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back out and then set the knee down. We'll switch sides here. So inhale, left leg comes out, lifting it in the air. You're gonna exhale, go all the way over to the right as you can, and then take it back up and then over to the left of your mat, almost the same, coming to the same height as your left hand. And then going out and to the side. Keeping those hips stable. Upper body stays steady. Keeping the breath. Three more. 2, 1. Then come back to your tabletop position. You can start rolling your shoulders kind of up and back. Warming them up. I think we warmed them up enough. And then we're going to come to our tabletop, tuck the toes. We're going to hover the toes an inch off the ground. Warming up the core here. You want to make sure your shoulders are over your wrist. Deep breaths. Tightening the core. 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press back, downward facing dog. Really press the chest through the arms here. Getting a full stretch. Reach those heels towards the ground. Feet are about hips distance apart. Deep breaths here. One more breath. And then inhale, looking forward. You're gonna walk your feet to your wrist, staying on the tippy toes here, trying to get the hips super high. And then your toes will reach your wrists. You're gonna fold forward here, grabbing opposite elbows. You can sway side to side. You could take a little bend in your knees. We're still early on to warming up our hamstrings. Kind of letting your back stretch out here, neck drops. One more breath. And then inhale slowly, rising up, coming to the top, taking a few shoulder rolls here, bringing them by your ears and down your back. Going up and down, and then reversing directions, going forward here. Shoulder rolls going forward. And then coming to Samasthiti, steady standing pose. Bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes here. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Starting with our sun salutations A, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up and look up, bringing the hands above the head. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga, bending the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog, press up, look up. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Doing whatever you need in your down dog this morning. One more breath. 5, top of the mat, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Keep going. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can start to bend one knee and then move the other knee. Kind of alternating, straightening the legs there. One more breath. And 5, top of the mat, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Four, 5, top of the mat, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose, sit low. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Holding chaturanga here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. And exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, press back. Five, top of the mat, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, sit low. Exhale, standing tall. Keep going. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands to mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale back. 5 breaths here. You can drop down to your forearms and take a dolphin pose here. So if you're taking dolphin pose, staying here, or taking it up to a forearm stand maybe, or some tuck jumps in dolphin, whatever's good for you this morning. If you're doing tuck jumps from dolphin, bringing the knees into the chest and taking a few little jumps here. One more breath. And then cross back, downward facing dog, look to the top, step or jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit low, holding here, chair pose. Sitting low. And then we're going to swing our arms back, airplaning our arms and hovering our chest. So you want to be having your palms facing each other and pretending like you're squeezing a beach ball or something behind you. Your triceps should be turning on here. Maybe sit a little lower, work those glutes. Still thinking of the tension between the hands. And sitting a little lower, holding here, only 5 more breaths. And exhale, fold forward, let the arms go. Inhale, halfway lift. You can take an arm balance on the way back, going into crow, or just jump back, vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior one. Sitting low. Reaching the arms up. Hips are squared to the front here. Exhale, warrior two, open up the arms. Looking out over the front fingers, sitting low in the front knee. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Reaching back, you're still staying low in that right knee. You can look up at the right hand, maybe doing a little mini back bend here. Inhale, one breath, warrior two, and exhale, coming forward, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So lifting the left leg in the air. Looking slightly forward here. You can hover the right hand off the ground. You can even grab the left foot with the left hand. Kicking into the hand, stretching out the quad here. And then if you have the foot, let it back go. And then coming to a standing split. So closing off that hip, still keeping that foot in the air, lifting the left leg to its highest. And you could do a few pulses here, pulsing that left leg a little bit higher in the air for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly set the foot back down to the ground, coming to a pyramid pose here. So you have the front toes are facing forward, the back toes are slightly angled, and then hovering the chest over the right leg. You can tent your hands around that right foot. Kind of folding forward into this. And then you can make the stance a little bit longer here. We're going to flow with this from pyramid to our low lunge. So we're in pyramid, inhale here, and then exhale coming forward into our runners or low lunge, and then press it back up. So the heel lifts, the back heel lifts, and then it sets it down. So flowing here a few times, you can remove your hands to kind of just focus on working the legs here. So coming from your pyramid to the lunge. Maybe hover the hands in the airplane again. So you can airplane the arms back behind you, going from the bend to the straight. Subtle movement here. And then place the hands back down to the ground. You can take an arm balance on the way back here, going into Kundalini by bringing the right leg on top of the right arm, coming forward, stretching out, the right foot, left leg and right leg, and then step it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a high plank here. And you're gonna set your knees down on the ground, or you can keep them lifted for this. We're gonna be doing 10 push-ups. So basically classic push-ups here. So if you wanna bring your knees to the ground, you can have the butt a little lower, bring the chest to the ground, and then inhale, come back up. So doing 10 of those at your own pace, counting it out. You've got this. So try to do regular push-ups instead of tricep push-ups. We tend to ignore these in our yoga practice, but they're beneficial for arm balances. Wherever you are, pressing back to child's pose once you're done, the 10. Taking a breath here, and then press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior one, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Inhale, reverse the warrior, reaching back. Still staying low in that bent knee. You're taking it a little lower. Inhale, come back to warrior two, one breath. And then exhale, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, lifting up. Right leg is in the air, looking slightly forward here. Engaging the legs in the air. Maybe you can grab it with the right hand. Bring it out long. If you grab the foot, and then coming to your standing split here. So squaring down the hips and then lifting the right leg, both hands to the mat, and pulsing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to set that right foot down for a pyramid posture. So straightening both legs and just taking a fold here first. Try to draw the hips back here. You want to square the hips, equal weight in the feet. Try to make the chest long. And then flowing with this, so maybe making the stance longer and lifting the heel and going from pyramid pose. And then coming forward, lunging forward, bending the left knee, and then straightening, and then bending. Inhale and exhale here. You can lift the hands, so you're just using the legs here to bend, and then straight. You can airplane the arms back behind you, still working those triceps in the upper body. Coming forward and back. Subtle movement here. And then exhale, bring the hands to the mat, taking that arm balance on the way back if you'd like to. Stretching it out and stepping back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a high plank here. And then doing a transition. We're gonna go from a high plank to dolphin pose. Right, so doing that again, that transition. Inhale, high plank, hips are low. Exhale, press back, dolphin. You can bend your knees in your dolphin if it becomes a challenge. Try to lift your elbows at the same time. You guys have got this. Going as fast or slow as you like. Keep going. 2 more times. And then press back, downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, everybody inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift the left leg in the air, bringing it long behind you. Inhale here, stretching it out long. And exhale, knee to nose, really rounding the upper back. Press it back. Knee to left tricep. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, knee to right tricep. Press it back. One more, knee to nose, hovering here, holding here for 3, 2, 1. Place the left foot on the ground. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. So bending the left knee, right leg is straight. You're on the ball of the right foot here. You can cactus the arms out. Finding your balance here. Try to press through this right leg, getting a nice right quad stretch. If it's too intense, you can bend the knee a little bit, but the more straight you have the leg, the more you can kind of get into the quad and hip. Sitting low. One more breath. And then inhale, coming forward, lifting the right leg for one-legged Tadasana. Now step back here. Hands can come out long in the air, up high. Right leg is straight. You can also bring the hands to the waist here. So lifting the right leg as high as you can. We're in one-legged Tadasana. So lifting the leg a little bit higher. Inhale. And then exhale, figure four, sitting low. So we're gonna sit low here, taking a few little pulses, bending the left knee, and then coming back up. So it might be hard to kind of find your balance here. You can maybe bring your hands to the ground, or pressing the palms together in heart center always helps me. So sitting low, and then coming up. You should start to feel this in your left glutes. Taking a few more pulses. We're gonna be just holding steady. One more breath. And then inhale, coming back up, one-legged Tadasana, and then swing that right leg back for warrior three. Arms are out long, warrior three version. So leg and head are in the same line, and your arms are lifted too in this variation. One more breath. And then exhale, hands to mat. Standing split one more time. This time you can take your handstand hops on the way back. So hopping that right leg up, finding your balance, and then handstanding. Coming through a chaturanga vinyasa. And then meeting in downward facing dog. Once you did that, I'll give you guys a breath. Let me give myself a breath. And then inhale, right leg lifts in the air high, pointing the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press back. Knee to right tricep. Press back. Knee to left tricep. Press back. Knee to nose, holding here for 3, 2, 1. Place the foot on the ground, rising up, high lunge. And you can interlace your fingers behind your back for this one, and maybe just like stretch out your chest, and lifting your fist. So you're gonna reach the hands up higher here, the fist up higher. One more breath in your high lunge. And then inhale, coming forward, one-legged Tadasana, leg is out. Arms could be lifted or at your waist. One more breath here. And then exhale, that figure 4. So bending the left leg, bringing it into figure 4, and sitting back low here. Taking a few pulses by bending the right knee a little bit more, and then coming out of it. So we're isolating the right glute here. So keeping a deepish bend in the right knee. Your micro movements, slight little pulses. One more. And then inhale, coming back to that one-legged Tadasana, and then slowly swing it back without the left leg touching the ground for warrior 3. Arms are out long, or they can come to your hips. if you're losing your balance. One more breath. And exhale, hands to mat, standing split, lifting that left leg to its highest. And taking the same transition we took on the other side. Doing our handstand hops. Taking that left leg, finding our handstand, and then vinyasa. I'll let you guys play with that for a few breaths here. If you want to try to get it. Nice mirror. And meeting in downward facing dog. So inhale, then jump through to a seat. Legs are out long, sitting tall. We're gonna fold forward here, Paschimottanasana, folding over the legs. Inhale, rise up. I'm gonna bend the knees here. I'm gonna do a different version of Purvottanasana. So the knees are bent here, fingertips are facing towards you. You're gonna internally rotate your shoulders here. So rotating the shoulders in. Then you're gonna inhale, lift up the chest here. We're gonna try to bring the hips as high as we can. And then taking a few tricep dips here. I'm gonna exhale, bend the elbows, and then inhale, take it back up, and then press the hips up. So it's a kind of a two-part movement. You're gonna exhale, bend, inhale, straighten, and then inhale, lift the hips as high as you can. So there's almost like you're bending, doing tricep dips, but then using the legs to lift. So doing a few versions here. Using your breath. And it should feel sort of nice when you come back straight with the arms, like you're almost stretching out the chest and the shoulders. A few more rounds of this. And then on the last one, we're gonna hold it up there, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, setting it down. And then coming to our Navasana boat pose. So lifting the legs here, arms go out, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna slowly lower down. You can bring your arms to the ground, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then scissor kick here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then inhale, take it back up for Navasana, 5 breaths for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, big up dog here, open up the chest. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. And working on a few shoulder taps here. So keeping the shoulders forward, reach the left hand to meet the right shoulder, set it down, switching, right to left shoulder, down, switching. So try to keep those hips stable, butt is low. You can drop to your knees if it becomes too much. Go in here for 30 seconds. Keep going. And then come forward to your high plank and lower down to your belly. Once we're on our belly, you can just kind of let that go, come to the belly, taking a breath here. And then you're gonna bring your arms to cactus arms and zip your legs together. So coming into variations of our Shalabhasana locust pose. So squeezing the legs together, arms are out to a cactus. Keeping the feet on the ground, we're just gonna lift the chest and the arms. So inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms, looking up. Try to lift the elbows a little bit higher. Pretend like you're flying here. And exhale, set it down. Now this time we're gonna keep the arms on the ground, chest on the ground, and then just lift the legs. So we're gonna lift the right leg first. So inhale, lift the right leg, bringing it to your highest, holding here. 4 more breaths. And then exhale, set it down. And then we'll lift the left leg, inhale up. One more breath and set it down. And then we're gonna lift both legs, keeping the chest on the ground. Inhale, lift. You might feel like you don't get that high, but use the pressure of the head and arms in the ground to lift the feet a little bit higher. And set that down. And then taking a breath here, we're gonna lift everything all at once. We're gonna lift the chest and the feet, coming to our skydiving sort of pose, keeping the arms cactus. Inhale, lift everything. Lift the chest, lift the feet, looking up, squeezing everything up here. One more breath. And plant the hands on the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog, press up. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to a seat. Bring the legs straight out in front of you, and then come into a Janu Shirshasana A. So bend the right knee, coming like a seated tree, and then fold over the left leg. Inhale, rise up, switch sides. Right leg goes out long, left knee bends. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, cross the ankles, jump back, vinyasa. Inhale, lift the right leg in the air, bending the knee. Taking a few hip circles here if you'd like. And then taking it through for pigeon, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, cooling down our practice this morning. And then inhale, rising up. Step the right foot back in Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Switching sides here for pigeon. Inhale the left leg up, bending the knee. Taking those hip circles. And then taking it through for pigeon. And inhale, rising up, stepping that left foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Jump through to a seat. Taking Gomukhasana here, I'll face you guys. So we're gonna have the left leg on the ground, right leg on top. So we're just kind of sitting between our heels here. Our knees are stacked on top of each other. You might need to maneuver here so you have that stacked position. And with the right leg on top, it's alternate arms. So this one, left arm up and reaching back for the right fingertips. So if you can grab the fingertips, great. You can also grab a shirt or something to kind of help you grab towels, yes, anything here. And you can press your head back into the arm here, kind of getting a nice stretch. Breathing into the tightness. You can fold forward if that feels good. And then inhale, rise up if you folded forward, and we're just going to switch sides here. So the right leg is on bottom, left leg on top. I need a maneuver here to get them stacked. Lifting the right arm, bending that elbow, bending the left elbow. One side is always a little bit easier than the other. And then press the head into the top arm, stretching out, and then folding forward if you like. And then inhale, rise up, coming out of it, taking one last vinyasa, and then lying on our backs here, coming into our shavasana, taking our rest. Whether you want to take shavasana lying on your back, belly, maybe you could take a supine baddha konasana, opening up the hips. Whatever feels good for you here. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Start to move the fingers and the toes. Rolling the wrist, rolling the ankles. And rolling over to your right side. Staying there for a few breaths. And then slowly making your way up to a comfortable seat at the top of the mat with your eyes closed. Bringing hands to heart center. Taking a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Bringing the hands to the third eye. Thanking yourself for showing up to your mat this morning. Thank you guys for joining me. Namaste.
Thanks, Elyse.
Thanks for joining,
Have a good day.
You
it was
too.
great.
See,
You definitely got my butt and my arms.
Yeah, I was